a year and I make you pay 100, would you feel good? You will not feel good. And if you start doing that, are you going to enjoy this lecture? You're going to say, oh, sala, paisa khata tha. And you're not going to enjoy. So he's doing so much in the business, now his relationship's also gone. I said, tell the truth, you're never into business, you're always into making relationships. And now he's got the whole thing. And by leaving, he said, I'm going to make it again. I am going to make it again in 1 hour's time. The person who was not able to do anything in 10 years, he said, I will make it again now. Everything right from beginning. He's got that spark back. What? He's 53. And I'm very sure he'll make it. That's my promise to him. When my clients come in, I promise them, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And it happens because that's the way they want it. And I am very sure about it. So I start promising them. Because in my space, I am very clear that this can happen. And if I am clear, then I will guide them to that. And in my space, they get very clear. Because my belief is that you just got to get clarity, not get confused. If you say there's a conflict in your brothers, what you will have in the end? Because the moment you look at your brother, you will say, ye to hai aisa, paisa khane ke piche pada hai. When did you look at your brother with lot of love? बचपन में तभी भी देखा नहीं रहेगा, तभी भी वो माँ के पीछे वो ज्यादा था, माँ का लव उसको ज्यादा मिला, मेरे को कम मिला. All those stories. So the conflict was always there. And where we come from, that becomes our reality. Now we might fake ourselves saying, oh, but we are cheating ourselves, bluffing. Yes, of course. But the thing is that you bluffed yourself when you were a kid saying that he got more and I got less. Which mother gives less to this and more to that? Any mother? How many mothers over here? No mothers? Okay, how many fathers? Okay. Okay, which father gives less to one and other? Dita? Equal of them, but what one son says and other daughter says? It's only the belief, and the belief has come true now. See, as I say, get present, these are all applications of NLP, huh? But the application of NLP is like this only. It is not that, and you start applying it. Okay, so is this clear? We're talking about relationships, we are talking about career. And I promise it changes. But the thing is that, who created this belief system in the first place? I created it. So if you have to change it, who has to change it? Whether it's bluffing, doesn't matter. But change it in your head. And that's where it begins. But then we always say, but look at the world. The boss is not the right person. And my brother is still the same. Doesn't matter. The whole idea is, who wants the change out there? Who wants a great career? Who wants a great relationship? How much do we get out of getting the property and not having the person or the relationship? Let me tell you something. I may not be as knowledgeable or as experienced as you all, but I can tell you, with all that knowledge, that education, with having all the property, if you don't have relationships, in the end, when you are lying there and then contemplating or introspecting or retrospecting, you find yourself completely empty. Completely empty. And that happens when you are after your particular age. You say, "No, I wanted that." वो जोश जोश में गर्मा गर्मी में नहीं सब चलता है, नहीं मिलेगा चलता है, नहीं चलता है. That doesn't mean that you've given everything, but if you have the right beliefs, this also comes and that also comes. But you have to keep working because you created the belief system and you just keep changing the belief systems. Yep. Okay. Right. Now how does that happen? That happens when you use more of this. We logicalize everything because we have been trained to logicalize everything. Dimag lagao. And most of the people who are happy, look at a mentally retarded person. कोई problem है life में? फिर भी life मस्त चल रहा है उसका. Problem बाकी लोग को है. उसको नहीं है, नहीं? That's because logic is out. And most of us, because of our education, taking nothing away from education, we use more of this because we think analyze करने से सब मिलता है. No. When you go in there, then you start getting it. Are you getting me? That's why the balancing of the right and the left brain is the most important thing, which we somewhere lose. That's why many people who do meditation, after a particular time, they are able to find peace and calm. And at the same time, their work also starts getting better. Initially, सब ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है, but over a period of time, it starts getting, because it becomes holistic. That's because otherwise we would have had just one brain, na? Why left and right? Some reasoning has gone in it, with that guy up there who thinks and does everything better than us. So there's a balance that is required, and NLP helps you in that. Because there's a way you take in information through your senses, which is not in your control. Can you stop that saying that, oh, red color अंदर नहीं जाना चाहिए, सिर्फ black color writing जाना चाहिए? How many of you are thinking like that? हो सकता है? Can it happen? कि only the red color goes and the black color doesn't go, or the black color doesn't go and the red color? How many of you? Can we do that? So there are two sides to it. One is, and this is the structured format. This deals with structured. And this deals with no structure. Before a building is made, do we have any structure? It's plain land. Yes or no? And then we start drawing something. And that's also non-structured. And then you start building on it. And then there becomes a structure. So everything starts with a non-structure and becomes a structure. But our problem is that we want structure. We want complete career right in the beginning. We want that relationship to be always like this, healthy. नहीं होता है. It always works in non-structure. And in that you start creating. And NLP helps you in that. And the whole idea is to just get present to your belief systems, because the belief system starts giving you, this is the way I want it. Immediately structure comes in. But again the question is, whose belief is it? Yeah? So again you have to destructure it. Unstructuring. Whatever you call it. And then, what you do is, put it back and restructure. So if there's a conflict, there is something that is not working, right? Destructure the whole thing. Break it into pieces. See what is not working. And that will yield your right side of the brain. You have to just put it down. And somewhere you will find that this is what I did. But he told me first, doesn't matter, you reacted second, na? And in your reaction again it happened. So when you go back, you will be able to see and change that reaction now. And when you start changing that reaction, automatically this structure starts changing. And that's where NLP helps you. And that's about everything. You take anything. I have cases of relationship almost every day. I have cases of businesses, problems every day. I have cases of health, including cancers, almost keeps coming, health every time. But bigger cases like vocal cord paralysis, cancers, endometriosis, migraines, almost every day. But सबका एक ही इलाज है, going down there to the belief system. And figuring out, why did you create the belief system in the first place? Because that belief system is serving a purpose for you. Yes, no? Yes. That belief system serves a purpose for you. That's why you're holding on to it. Yes or no? Right? And that's why you have a conflict. And that's why you can say, I want to be confused in my career. I don't want to get along with my boss. Because it's a purpose. Because if I get along with my boss, I'll be successful. है ना? उसमें मलाई नहीं है, जूस नहीं है उसमें. Then how can I pity myself? How can I say my life is not working? How will I get that attention from my mother, who's so old? Because now she's old and now she can't give that love. So I'll say कि चलो थोड़ा career में खराबी करेगा तो relationship में खराबी करेगा तो health, तो my mother will